Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Last time, we did the Lair of Romulus. We did the one that was, where is it? It was around here, in this area. This area was apparently, according to the mission description, it was apparently the former residence of the Pope. I'm assuming, I don't know if that means Rodrigo's specifically, but this building used to be like the home to one of the popes, either, you know, Rodrigo or even one of his predecessors. So, but today we are gonna do, where are we? There we are. We're gonna do this layer of Romulus, and depending on the time, we will hopefully leave the Animus. Pick the lock, or nope, kick it open. October is coming to an end. Well, that's because as I record this, it's not the end just yet, but it's going to be. By the time this goes up, it'll be on Halloween. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, that was a good Dr. Pepper. Okay, so, what was this? Whoa. I like how that water is still flowing, even when it's paused like this. Find the shrine to Romulus. Do not lose no more than 10 health squares. Well, I certainly have a lot of health squares. Also, I'll be able to find out, like, what happens if you hold your special when...
We have recruited many new men to our cause.
I merely speak the name Romulus and they obey.
Better. Our prophecies move them as predicted. Together, we will create a new religious harmony.
Assassino! Mobilize your followers!
Hey, you!
You don't know what you are in for! Robert, get ready for the kill! You're finished! Stop that man!
No!
Now you die! He's right behind me!
Excuse me! Ah! Oh, they're throwing daggers and rocks at me.
We must kill the assassin! Romulus commands it! Now where do you at?
Show him the strength of our faith!
The strength of your fate is no match against smoke bombs.
Kill him and Romulus will return to bless all of us! Spill his blood!
Man, that one that came down. Oh. These guys are feral and insane.
There's that one.
I am through! Playing with
Wait,
you.
we have to...
You won't escape!
Don't you dare throw your daggers at me.
I see him! Go!
Don't you dare throw those at me. I'm gonna lose 10 squares if they're just gonna keep throwing daggers and rocks at me.
You won't get far! Wait for me! Save yourself!
Come back, come back, come back.
Your cart, you will go.
Alright. Do these guys even have anything of use? Oh, wow. They have the usual. Here, I'll do that. I only lost a block of health. The way that usually works when it says, like, don't lose no more than this amount of health, it tracks, like, your health that you lost. So even if you use medicine to recover your health, it doesn't matter. The game will know, like, if you even come close to losing 10 blocks. Like, you know, if you were to lose, like, if you were one block away from the whole, like, don't lose this amount of health,
You are finished!
then what it will do is that it will still... Damn! What the fuck, Ezio? I need to look at that animation again and see what he did to kill that one guy. Jeez. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, yeah, if you are, like, a certain amount of blocks away from the whole don't lose this amount of health, and you heal yourself with medicine, the moment you lose another block, I think it's like, yep, nope. You couldn't save yourself that time. I see you. Uh-huh. Oh, well, thank God I missed, but... You guys surely know that I'm in here, right? What? You guys are willing to jump down here? Alright, there we go. Uh-oh. Hey!
Aha! Now we have you!
Alright, well, that takes care of that. Give me some more smoke bombs and... Yeah. I just want more smoke bombs, if anything. They are so useful to have. Makes me think smoke bombs are practically... At least not in this game. Well, yes, in this game, but I mean in real life. Like, literally using smoke... Smoking like a... Either smoke bombs or even like Darkwing Duck with his little smoke guns. It's actually more practical than we might think it is. Like, it blinds you, it stuns you. And much like with Darkwing, when you use color smoke, depending on the color, it's good to, like, again, to cover your tracks. Or in Darkwing's case, in that one instance though, obviously out of my trademarked blue smoke. Gain entry.
We'll catch you.
Climb! They're throwing things.
Your end is at hand, assassin. Appease Romulus. Kill him.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that they were humans, that one shot of, yeah, that one shot of all of them. Hey! Get over here.
Kill him!
Just that one shot of all of them in that little cell. If they weren't people, that would have just been a cool shot if they were just like real wolves.
Only Romulus can grant you peace.
Right, this time
Kill him
I
and
will.
I will raise you up and teach you to speak to Romulus. Teach the unready of this. Only Romulus can grant you peace.
Why don't you?
Did you learn all those lies from your Borgia masters?
I speak the truth. It is you who tell the people lies.
Give me the code sheet.
All I will give you is death.
Hurry, I'm losing him. You.
There, put you down like the dog you are. Alright, let me just search some of their corpses and get some bullets, smoke bombs, knives. You know, I like how enemies will carry smoke bombs apparently, but they'll never use them. You need to use them, guys. It's more useful than you think it is. Alright, I think that'll do. I'll just buy more of them. Let's see. Well, that takes care of that. Because to be honest, this will be pretty much one of the... I think this is pretty much the last time we'll ever encounter these guys. It's not the end of the Lair of the Romuluses, though. There's one more that we have to do, obviously, but I think this is the last time that we have to deal with the guys in general, though. I also liked how, yeah, jeez, yeah, the detail, like, it was there for a few moments, but you actually saw, like, even with it being pure white and everything, you saw that Ezio's cowl and his suit were actually damp and wet. Oops. Oops. Like, yeah, you might be able to see it again once I get out. Like, yeah, see how it looks damp? I mean, it looks damp, but then it dries up pretty quickly. But still, that is a neat detail that, even with it being a white sheet, it's pretty damp. It gets damp looking. But of course, keep in mind, this was on, you know, PS3 and Xbox 360 and such, so it wouldn't be until later games that when it actually comes to cloth getting wet. Like, see, this is what I mean. And then when I step out, yeah, you could see that it's shiny and reflective, but then it's quickly drying out. But it's there. That detail, that little detail is there for the most part. Okay, well, let me at least open this. Can I just make that normally? I can. Why could have I not thought of, why did I not think of doing that sooner? Alright, here we are. Alright, can we have some more little items for my shop quest? Come on, give me some tomatoes. Silk? Come on, Daddy needs either tomatoes or silk. Ah, alright. Alright, let's open it up. Oh, that was number 4. Or, I say number 4, but it had the symbol 6 on it. Alright, since the door has opened. What lies inside has altered my perception and left me shaken. The very pillars of my beliefs toppled. Every event is a link in a chain, forged by something long dead. Or does it still live? I calmed myself and ventured into the light. The ghost howl inside my head, calling me forward. I have never seen architecture built to such a grand scale, lit by phantom radiance. Something lies at the center of the chamber, something powerful that I cannot reach. Surely gods must have had a hand in its design. But which gods? A pedestal has emerged from the ground. I consider fleeing this madness, but I know it will draw me back. I rest my palm upon it, and I am blinded, filled by prophecy. I see Rome in flames, and I am driven to action. Oh, I know what that is. Wait, continue? I know what that is. That's some major foreshadowing there. Not to mention, this might explain why the whole killing of Julius Caesar joke. Alright. Oh yeah, leader of the pack. Yeah, we pretty much killed the alpha, alright. Okay, now that that's done, we'll be ready to move on with the story, especially once I step out of the Animus real quick to just talk and check the emails to see if there's anything new, and then we will get out of there. Man, how weird must it be for these random people passing by to see this guy come out of the sewers randomly? Alright, so here we are. Where were we originally? Oh, we're actually very far. Because it was like roughly around here, I believe. And we made some progress. And it actually works in my favor, because I wanted to go back here to the hideout, specifically to here. So it did save me a little bit of travel time. Not by much, but just a little bit. So before we leave the Animus and check all that stuff, and yeah, that's the max amount of florins. Let's go and... Well, yeah, let's go and let me complete that shop quest. I actually didn't do it from last time, obviously, but I said I'd do it later, and I feel like now's the good time. And then hopefully, once I get done recording, I'll send my assassins on some missions to see if we can... get tomatoes and silk. There's still one shop quest from the blacksmith that is that armor. I don't think you can complete that early. I mean, you could complete it early, but I wasn't able to complete it until we got to pretty much the end game. So I think the same may be in effect here, where I won't be able to get that armor until we get to like the last few missions where I'll then get the items I need. But then I'll probably have the armor, the special armor, I should point out.
Petty crimes, hospitality issues, or other complaints to the office of the receiver.
Alright, here we are. Before I go to that blacksmith, let me make a withdrawal. Look at all this money I may not end up using. Well, I'm gonna use a little bit of it.
No moldy leather or rusty mail.
Got some new armor for me? Oh, these. Hey! Look at that. We were just talking about you.
Tell your friends about me.
I think I'm wearing them. Am I wearing them? Let me make sure. Yes, I am wearing them. Hopefully we can get... I think I pretty much got the maximum armor. Or at least the kind of maximum armor I can have. Look at that. I look really decked out here. I think I pretty much look like how Ezio did near the end of the... both near the end of Assassin's Creed 2 and the beginning of it. Well... Actually, no. He was wearing the armor of Altair, but still, I look decked out. I pretty much look like how I did at the beginning. Sort of.
I have some exclusive veils from the...
Let me see real quick. Pouches. Oh, the quiver. Still have not been able to complete that. Because, yeah, we need more silk. But we're close, though.
Of course, I understand. Another time.
I have some of the latest works.
And then, of course, the doctor I've talked about. I just need a set of tomatoes. So, let us go leave the Animus. Oh! Stretch my legs. Oh! Not just Desmond's legs, but my legs as well.
Get up slowly.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Lucy! Lucy, where are you? She might be outside. Let's see what's in the... Let's see what's in our emails. Schedule for this week. Monday, Animus, everyone. Supply run, Sean, cleanup, Rebecca, day watch, Sean. Team Sepper. Desmond is doing this one. Nothing in his outbox, and looks like there's nothing. There's nothing in his deleted. There's nothing new in much for Desmond. So it must have been a week for them already. Yeah, it's been like an in-game week as we do these things. So, the schedule. this afternoon. I found some really good beats the other day. Want to come for a minute and listen when you get off watch? Smile. Smiley. Can we get back to work now? And yeah, okay. Okay, so October. It's funny how it's kind of funny how it's in game. It's supposed to be in October, I believe, and yet here I am playing and recording this pretty much near the end of October. Listen. Want to come... Lucy. Let me get this... Lucy. Let me get straight to the point. I noticed we have a free day on Sunday. Would you allow me to do a small session in the Animus? Rebecca said she'd monitor me and it would only be for a short while. I'm rather curious about the validity of my Norse descent. As it would be a one-off and for a short period, I really don't see any harm. Sean? You want to see your ancestor? Wait, from Norse? Did they just somehow unintentionally played with Assassin's Creed Valhalla without meaning to? That is like... Oh, I'll be honest, I've actually not played Valhalla as of now. If ever. Well, I don't want to say if ever, but as of now, it's only been out for like, what, a year? Yeah, at least a year, and I haven't even touched it. I don't even have it. But that's mostly because I don't have a PS5. I'd rather have the PS5 version. Okay, and Lucy. Okay, and this William. Hello, Lucy. Sorry about the slow reply. Just got back from lunch. Good question. I'm not sure if we can do that, but I ask again once you're back here. We've analyzed the tapes you left for us, and Desmond seems to be progressing perfectly. I can see that you've developed a good rapport. Just make sure that your friendship doesn't jeopardize our goals. The temples Minerva mentioned on the last tape might be the only thing that can stop the end from arriving. Great work as always, and hang in there. Okay? What do we got in here? Session and in deleted. Okay. And then that's it. Okay. Sean, what you got to say?
You know I love talking about this stuff, Desmond, but we have work to do now.
Okay, never mind. Rebecca?
Focusing on this.
No one wants to talk to me. I'll go out and see if maybe I can run into Lucy. I don't know if I'll be able to find her or not, but let's look around just for a bit. And if I can't find Lucy, then all I can say is, no one loves me. No one wants to talk to Desmond. Well, if Lucy is out here, which again she may or may not be, I honestly don't know. We'll find out. Now, since I found all the artifacts, there's really nothing left out here. This is if you just want to go out to kill time and just goof off. I want to see what happens when the time runs out, though, but I really don't want to spend Ouch, that looked like that hurt. I don't really want to spend, like, essentially 10 minutes of doing almost nothing. I mean, I could probably talk about a few things. I won't really talk about the game's development here, but I'll be honest, there's really not much to go on with the game's development, but I'll save that with the final video. But what to share? What interesting things I should share? Maybe regarding myself, to be honest, because I feel like I've shared plenty regarding myself the past few years, but I still feel like I haven't, like, shared enough. Whoa, easy. I feel like I haven't, like, shared enough in regards to myself, really, like... I mean, really, all I could say is, you know, it's been, at this point, it's just been 7 years for me doing this sort of thing on my channel. And, while I can at least be happy that I currently have, like, a set of subscribers at the moment, you know. I won't say how many I have as of now, because that might change by the time both this goes up, and more importantly, if, retroactively speaking, if anyone watches this maybe 5-10 years in the future, who knows, but I just, you know, to people who do find my channel and they're like, hey, you should have more, you need more subscribers and stuff like that, you know, I'll agree with them wholeheartedly, but I don't know at this point. I'm not saying I want to give up on doing this, but it's just, you know, I do this sort of thing. Like, you know, I do this, and yet I just feel like I'm not making any real progress. And like I said, I've been at this for 7 years. Most people who, if they were doing this as long as I was, most people would probably, at this point, they've either would have given up or they would have actually found success. But I've done neither, and I just feel essentially stuck. And that I may never actually be able to get out of this. Which, again, I don't resent any, like, I really don't resent anyone for this sort of thing. Like, I don't resent them. I'm not upset that I'm not, you know, a popular channel or anything. But it does confuse me and slightly bother me that I've been at this for 7 years, and yet you think I'd have some more, like, you know, I'm not saying I would be on, like, Markiplier levels or Jacksepticeye levels of popularity, but I feel like, you know, more people should, I should be a little more, you know, searched, as I'll put it. Like, maybe not searched, like, the words I'm trying to say is, you think with me doing this 7 years, you think more people would have stumbled upon my channel by now, but it just seems to be very far and few in between, and I mean, admittedly, I want to read this sign, but I want to continue with my speech here, to be honest, but admittedly, you know, I don't really do anything to advertise my channel, but that's because I just don't believe in YouTube and essentially my channel being, like, I don't want to say a job, but I just do it for the sake of doing what I love doing, and for the sake of entertainment. I mean, yes, getting paid for doing this would be nice, but I do it just for the sake of entertainment, not just for my own entertainment, but for everyone else, really. I just want to, you know, I just want to be helpful. I want to be helpful, I want to entertain, and I feel like this is one way of doing it. If only, you know, if only more people can recognize that kind of thing. Enough with that. Let me read what this says, if it's in English. Oh boy, can I... Oh, it's gonna zoom out every time. Yeah, it's gonna be... Okay. World Preservation Site. Built in 1290, the Villa Aldatore is one of the Tuscan countryside's most beloved landmarks. A key force in the protection of Monteregnone for hundreds of years and a source of great architecture innovation. The villa was destroyed during Pope Alexander VI's military campaign in 1500. Help us preserve our history. Entering the ruins or removing objects from the site is prohibited. Well, we kind of did remove 5 objects from the site, unfortunately. Whoops. You know, that's another thing I could probably talk about is preservation. Legacy, if anything. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to do a speech in regards to that in time, but if it's one thing I can say, I think it is important that we preserve and not only preserve, but keep the legacy and the memories of our history strong as possible. Like, I think I even talked about this back in Metal Gear Solid 2 when it got to the end, and I briefly brought up how one of the major, like, themes and inspirations of that game was that Hideo Kojima learned how, at least at that time, I don't know if they actually went through with it or not, but how at that time, Japan was trying to remove their involvement from stammering too much. They were trying to remove their involvement from World War II, and this upsetted Kojima because it was essentially like you're trying to alter and erase history as if it never happened, even though it did. And there were people that were there. So, in a sense, yeah, this is something similar that I feel that, I mean, yes, we've done many terrible things, not just as individuals, but as a whole, as a group of people. But we shouldn't be too, like, sensitive. Like, I feel like I'm gonna dig myself here, but you know, I'm not afraid. But today's age, we're just too sensitive with certain topics like this, and how, you know, we look back and we're trying to say how we're being progressive by doing this and that. We've been progressive in some areas, but I feel as though that at the same time, we're doing a mix of both.
Desmond, come back. The sun's about to rise.
Alright, I'm coming. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Basically how, you know, I feel like we've gone forward and backward as a people. You know, we've made some good innovations to change in our society, but we've been going backwards at the same time with it, and how, you know, we can't really balance these things well with both of our hands. We do everything we can to, you know, progress, but really, for every progression we make... Damn, that is scary sounding. Wow, that was scary. Well, now I know I can't go out for a bit. If it weren't for that, I'd be able to keep going, but jeez. I don't even know if I can finish my speech after hearing that. That is some good, somewhat good-looking food. Let's go back in the Animus, though.
Baby's all ready for you.
Alright, so now I can kind of finish what I was trying to say here, but yeah, for every advancement we've made, we go back a step or two in terms of other things. So, really, like I said, we shouldn't be ashamed for all the bad things we've done. It's part of development. Like, yes, some people have truly done bad things and they remain bad people. All I could say is, we'll remember them as bad people. We'll always remember them as bad people. We'll never like them. But that doesn't mean they'll truly go away.
Rest at your fingertips. Go on. You know you want to.
Some people just do bad things to be immortalized. And some people do good things to be immortalized. So really, when it just comes to history and preservation, all I can say is if it comes to a single person, your choices and what you do, you'll essentially be remembered one way or the other, intentionally or not. And hopefully, when you're remembered, you'll be remembered in good taste and very favorably. That will do for this episode of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Join me next time. Oh, that's right. I need to get the last piece to get these two, I believe. So, join me next time as we, where'd it go? There it is. We'll start the next story mission here, and we'll continue onward. Wow, I'm gonna need a moment after that. That is it, and I will see you guys next time.